Let's walk through a quick example of analyzing data within Excel. So in this example, we're just going to be working with this simple data set and walking through how we can use pivot tables or pivot charts to analyze this data. Alright, so first things first, I'll always just kind of come in here and reset the sizing of the columns as well as the rows. So to do that, you can just go up to the top left, select this little area up here, and then you pretty much just go between two columns and double click, and that will adjust all your columns. Same applies for the rows as well. Once we have this, what I'll typically do, insert a table. So you can either hit Control T or go to Insert Table. And then keep in mind my table has headers if it does or not. So once you have your data set here, what this will do is it'll apply filters, as well as anytime you insert any formulas, it'll automatically populate them for the entire table, every row within the table. So it's just easier to work with the data if you have it in a table format. From there, what we can do is we can go to the Insert tab and select Insert a Pivot Table. And this data is some basic sales data. So we're just going to first off pull in the customer name, pull in the quantity and the total price. So obviously that just summarizes the data set. We do have a date field in here too, so if we wanted to see some trending of this data, create another pivot table for that. So I'll just go back over here one more time, select Insert, a new pivot table, and then from here you can either put it on a new worksheet or an existing worksheet. So for this example, I'm just going to pop them all on the same sheet so we can kind of see them all, and we'll just put it right below for now. This probably wouldn't be the best option if you're going to have more rows generated, because then it will kind of push into it, but keep that in mind. So we'll do another table here, the customer name, total pricing, and we'll pull in the dates. Anytime you have a date field in here, typically Excel is going to automatically populate and break it out with the year, month, quarter. So this example, I'm just looking for the year and the month. Alright, so to get this to work, I'm going to pull the customer name up into the columns. That's going to just kind of differentiate the data. It's going to segment it differently. Now when I go back over to my Pivot Table Analyze tab and go to my recommended pivot charts, you'll notice I'm kind of looking for something like this that actually shows the trending. So hit OK there, and as you can see, that kind of gives us something like this. So you can see the actual trends of the sales by the customer itself. So those are just a couple quick tools on how you can analyze a data table or a data set. You can go in there and poke around. There's a bunch of different options, but that just gives you an example of how you can kind of start to work with that data set. Hope that helps. Thanks.